What's up? What's up? What's up, you guys?
What
It's
it
your
is?
girl, TaShon of the Mailroom. We are live on 101 TKO Radio. Listen, I need y'all to tune in. And guess what? I got my friends in the building. I got LaRon, Mr. Takeover. What's up?
Woohoo!
I got Saint the Sky.
Good
And
morning.
listen, y'all, we are graced by the one and only DJ Johnny Prince
That's right.
live. What's going on, you guys? Listen, who, who is that? Me or you?
That's you.
That's you. It ain't me this time. It's you.
Uh-oh.
It is you. It is you. It's you. Listen, y'all. We are live in the building. We got our super guests today. We got classically Caprice and Whitney D in the building. They are with us today. They're on the opposite side today.
Yeah.
They have their own show, but they are in today because I needed some firepower for this subject
Oh,
today.
yeah?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I needed
okay.
some firepower.
Wait, you needed help?
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. That's how I felt when she said,
Someone
"Guess look
give
who we having on today." I was
It's not help. It's
like,
called firepower.
Firepower?
Yes. Yes, it's
Well,
firepower.
Old school call it help.
trying to sugarcoat it.
I brought in some firepower because
Mhm.
I topic for the day is what do women want from men? So we're gonna talk about that today. But before we do, y'all, I need y'all to tune in to 101TKORadio.com.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, this is a whole week.
Yeah.
A whole week later.
A whole
we
week
put
later.
we did it, y'all. We did it.
Yeah.
We did it.
It was dope, girl.
TMR Listening Party went down.
Second annual.
Second one.
And everybody followed the dress code.
They did. They followed the dress code. Everybody looked super dope in their black, in their with a hint of gold, not black and gold. Is it okay? I'm sorry. Hey, Caprice. Everybody followed suit.
Yeah.
Everybody looked dope. The vendors were super cool. The food, everybody did their thing. The panel, y'all rock. Y'all rock. Like people are still y'all rock. Y'all rock. I think Johnny, you wanted to get a little deeper.
I was gonna say Johnny. Johnny was Johnny wanted
Johnny wanted to get a little deeper. So next year, y'all get ready.
I didn't want to turn nobody off, but I mean, there's some of the things that I need to say.
You was right there.
I was right there.
If you'd have pushed me, I'd have joined you.
That's what I was afraid of. I don't think everybody would have went there with me. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I think?
But that don't matter though. No.
Right. But next year we pushing it, and the next year the color is gold. So I'm telling y'all now, go ahead and save your dollars.
Yeah.
Go ahead and save your dollars. The date will be set in the next week. The venue will be secured in the next week or so. Well, let me you got to recoup these pockets. Give me about a month. Give me about a month. But everything is set to go. Like it was super dope. I'm happy. I'm tired because I end up having a slight family emergency. Nothing bad, but it's like, okay, this is happening. Then I literally have been running all week and I haven't been able to rest. So now I'm about to go rest and just kind of chill out and get all the pictures and, you know, and it is October 1st, y'all.
Yeah, it is October 1st.
It's October 1st. So this month means a lot to me. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I wear pink daily for my mom, my aunt, and for myself and my friends. And so I'm an advocate of that. I'll be doing some things. If you do not, I personally don't donate to Susan and them. I personally donate to the actual families and friends and so forth.
Good.
So please connect with someone that you know or through a friend. And the way you can support them is like give them gift cards because again, when they're going to chemo and to the hospital and all of that stuff costs parking and all that. So I'm gonna talk more about that. Listen, I have been on a natural high for Yeah.
As you should.
I have been on a
You
natural
did good
high.
out there, girl.
I did. Y'all like that pleather?
pleather?
That pleather was rocking, wasn't
Girl,
it?
be quiet, girl.
It is. It's pleather. I don't care what they say.
That look good.
They keep saying it's vegan leather. It ain't no vegan leather.
Vegan leather.
That's what they said. That's how they name it. Vegan leather.
That's the new term.
But no, that term is, that's the new term, because back in the day, Simply Fits, it was pleather. And Simply Fits, I had a black one, and I had a brown one. I had the maroon, about the color of that maroon. I had all the sets and matching. It was pleather. And I rocked it then, I'm going to rock it now.
TaShon, sit down somewhere.
I'm just saying, y'all saw that pleather, didn't y'all?
It was good. It looked good. It was good. The shoes was hitting, though.
It was
nice. Shoes, though, you know.
Yeah,
that is a Sunday plastic shoe. I love it.
Yeah, the shoes was dope.
It was not a Saint. That was.
I know where your heart is.
You already know he's going to get one.
I know where your heart is.
My heart is with the Raiders. Matter of fact, when do they play?
Nothing.
Absolutely. No, a bigger question. When did they win?
Listen, they're over.
Don't worry about when we win or not. Don't worry about
when did they win?
Over.
Don't worry about it.
Over. Over.
Don't worry about it if we win or not. Raider fans are loyal fans.
But that's the point of playing, though. You want to win.
We do want to win, but now we had a new stadium in Las Vegas.
To lose one?
No, we're not gonna lose.
It's a nice little stadium.
That's a nice stadium.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going.
The Falcons got that stadium too.
And won.
Well, you know why the Falcons don't win. So y'all do right by Morris Brown. Speaking of, it is homecoming season. It is homecoming season. So I'm telling y'all right now, if y'all got friends and family and coworkers who attend the HBCUs, go ahead and put on your salty face, because they are going to be gone.
Yeah,
this is HBCU season.
It's the season.
They're already planned. They're already put in for their time off for the whole week. They don't care what you say. Get your rooms covered. Get your coworkers. They don't care. People are gone. It's homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
Like the yards are going to be full. And Morris Brown homecoming is next Saturday.
Okay.
Yes, and we are back full.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna be full of people, huh?
They will. I ain't being out on that campus. I don't care what Brian say. Didn't he say the pandemic?
The pandemic is over, y'all. It's over.
It's over. There's some other stuff that's going around now. No, people been getting sick with the new flu. Now the flu is back. No, monkeypox. Y'all been quiet about the monkeypox stuff. No. I see people.
Wash your hands.
Right. It's still nasty people out there.
It's still common sense stuff. The way to stop a cold is called wash your hands.
I had to spray some kids. I'm subbing, so back at the old school, same school, but I'm doing art. And the kids come in the room sneezing. And I think I sprayed one in the eye. You've been spraying now. You've been in this whole pandemic for the last 2 years with us. You know what to do. Stop sneezing all over the place. So I got my lights on. I spray. He's like, okay. You won't be coughing no more this way.
Why you fumigating kids?
Spraying kids.
Fumigating
back for 27 years.
Got her own Lysol pepper spray.
They know Miss Green has her whole little setup. White, Lysol, holy oil, all that. Don't come this way. I'm a spray.
You got the holy oil too?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I anoint every chair every morning. Ask up if you want to, little demon. No, we're not doing that.
She said little demon.
Little demon child.
They're back.
You get one or two in the room and they'll try to no. That you sitting in that seat, that's why you acting up.
While one or two are gathered, they will do more.
That's right. I don't play that.
Little kids are special though.
Them little kids. I can't say what Caprice says, but them little kids.
They grown now.
Every last one. After a while, they ain't cute no more.
At what age they grown? At what age are they officially grown to you?
Never.
Is it just this generation or?
Man, them jokers.
First of all, the look on your face is like they can't do nothing, they can't say nothing, they just. Is it that bad?
Man, the kids are, it's a different breed.
Her face tight like plums and I know. For real.
No.
But the pandemic, the kids are different now. Like they are different. They want to try you more, and they want to fight.
The world has created an envelope for them to be spoiled without us even trying to spoil them.
They are like, they coming in angry. So guess what? I'm going to be back angry with you. Like, we going to do this. So we'll knuck at your bucket. Come on now. We ready.
You give them that same?
Yeah, you get
Thank y'all. See, my wife thinks I'm wrong because when my daughter's going on her first date, she said, your energy's all off. I said, but I'm leaving her in the care of somebody else for, they're going to I mean, it's a real deal. She was like, but still, your answer, you know what?
You gotta some of these children, you gotta match their energy, and you gotta let them know.
Look, 16.
I ain't the one.
Yo,
the 4-year-old, you have to let them know that you ain't the 4-year-old. Like, you gotta let them know. I told y'all, my first pre-K class, I had one. Yeah, you gotta let them know. And he showed me.
Some of them old spirits.
Yeah, you gotta let them know. I'm the mama in this classroom. Sit it down.
And then they
look at you. Then they try to throw the little chair and I kick it right back. Don't you know I can flip you on over there? But I love my babies. Y'all know I'm the only one that can talk to them like that, right? Nobody else.
That's that black love.
Yeah, okay. Nobody. People know, don't talk to my kids. I discipline them. Those are my kids.
But there is a difference though, because when we discipline our kids, it is from love.
Yeah,
we know how far to go.
Yeah.
We know our kids.
Yeah.
Some of them just need extra.
And they're 5th grade now, so like they can't, they're coming back. They be like, "Hey, Miss Green," or I love them.
They coming back with bass in their voice.
Yeah. I be like, hey, go on and sit over there. Go on and sit down. I don't like you like that.
Hey, some of you little boys. Hey,
yeah,
they
do. And I had to let them know, sit down, still your mama, sit down. I don't know. I still look ugly to you. Go on and sit down. Sit it down. Don't play that. No, and I have too. I'd be like, no, step back, because I know your little hormones. So I ain't getting me in trouble. I worked hard for my degree. What you talking about? I do not like you.
Them little boys always remember a good-looking teacher. I'm talking about for like 3rd grade. Yeah. Like they remember that.
Yeah. But I told y'all I had a stalker in 2nd grade. Like, a
little kid stalker?
I had a little boy stalker. Like, it's funny now, but back then, no, that joke was not funny.
But y'all don't understand.
I had a stalker. We had to get the social worker and all, because he literally was stalking me. He was grunting, right? He would grunt every time I passed him, right? Yeah, he was doing that grunting, right? And so I said, right. And so, back then I had on my teacher dresses, right?
How old was he?
He was 7 years old, 2nd grade, 7 to 8, right? No lie, it's documented. And I said, and so I had one of the PE teachers to come in, because I noticed, at first I'm thinking like, oh, he just coughing or whatever. Then I asked the PE teacher, I said, come in my room. And I said, I ain't going to mention his name. I said, I want you to pay attention. So every time I would walk by him, he would grunt. So then the PE teacher said, now this is back in late 90s, right? And so we had another teacher to come in just to verify. So I did it again, and I was helping, pretending like that. Mind you, I had on full clothes, like nothing. I was that teacher who had the teacher dresses. He out there grunting. That teacher said, "Oh hell!" Like what? And so then I started monitoring every day, and I was like, "Wow!" So then it got to the point where he was jealous. Like he would say, "I don't like you helping the other boys, the other students, or whatever."
Oh, he don't claim you, huh?
I went straight to that principal's office. I said, "Look at here. I love the children, but I work too hard for my degree. I need some help." And so she came in and she observed. She said, "Oh yeah, let's get the social worker." And come to find out, he had older brothers, right? And they would watch him porn when mama wasn't there. So mama tried to turn it around and said that I was enticing him. Oh no, you ever?
For real?
Yes, because she was in denial that she was allowing her kid. Well, she said she was at work, but the kids, the older boys, would come over to the house and watch porn. And back then, VHS. So he was associating me with one of the porn stars. I was like, how the hell did you do that? I'm a teacher.
Fantasizing.
They had to remove the little boy out of my room because he just wasn't. So I was sexually violated.
About 70-year-old?
How you do that?
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, girl.
Yeah, I had to go to therapy for that because I was like, this little boy got that ain't a crush. Like you are that grunt was like I was like, oh my God.
It was in his spirit.
Hey, you must look like somebody who was watching the thing.
It had to be. But then he was dressed nice. He would put on that cologne. And he literally was he was.
Yes, he was dressed for the part.
Yes, he was dressed and he was doing all that.
That young man had goals.
Yeah.
That young man what he doing now. I wonder what he doing now.
I don't know where he is. And it was funny because it got around the school. And so they would laugh at me right in the They'd be like, there she go. But we were a close family, but that was a moment where
I'm glad nothing else came out of that though.
Me too.
It could have went left.
That's why I asked for witnesses, and they all witnessed. Like they were just like, "Wow, this little boy." But it came out in the meeting that he was watching the porn with his older brothers. So, and this was VHS. So, that was that time. So,
back 59, right?
Right.
He should be an adult.
Now, right? 59?
He should be an adult.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, them little boys, no.
But that's common though, because I mean, I had a crush on the teacher when I was like 7 years old.
Yeah.
Like, to the point where I remember I could still hear her stockings.
You know what?
Wow.
And he would rub my, we had group time, and I would wear stockings, and we had to wear stockings back then. And then I'm feeling something on my leg.
Yeah.
But man, for me.
He would touch you too?
Yeah, he would touch my leg on my side, and I said, oh no. And I did kick him one time. I can admit it now. I did, because I was like, why are you touching me on my leg?
Some of these
like, don't do that.
That's why
I kick the kids. If they are on that carpet,
natural reaction.
Yeah, because I don't want nothing like y'all don't understand. Teaching it entails a whole lot, and you have to protect yourself because a lot of them do. They're innocent. They don't know. But it just say one. Mommy, I touched your leg. No, you didn't, because I kicked you. I'd rather say I kicked you then you say you touched my leg because I can handle it.
So you thought like a spider or something was, and you just tried to
I felt them little forefinger.
I mean,
you sit on over there.
Hold on, hey, LeRon, little man was radioactive.
He was. That was. I'm trying to tell y'all. That's why I say I got stories for years with them children. I'm good. I'm good with
that's
kids.
why I have the theory I have, because all little boys, at some age, that light go on.
Yeah, that's a little scary. That's a little scary.
It's normal
for all the little girls in the classroom, and y'all want to pick the grown woman.
Listen,
because you grown. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute.
Would I provide snacks?
I mean, especially as a child, like, see, I grew around. My grandma was thick. My mom's was thick. My aunts, like, I grew around all of that. So if you got a kid that grew around that, you know what I'm saying? And for them, the teachers that be like that, they gonna be like,
y'all ain't off the hook.
And then the brothers is watching porn and all that, so it's like
you were confused.
What'd you say, LeRon?
Y'all girls know darn well y'all had y'all little crushes on y'all little male teachers.
I did have a crush on a male teacher before. Yeah, but that was high school. Yours was Mr. Matt.
Mr. Matt.
See,
look at you like Mr. Matt.
I mean,
but I was grown, like middle school, high school, not elementary. Not elementary. That's
Every little boy has a crush on an older female. Everyone.
Yeah.
Right now, Deuce is going through it.
Yeah.
He found a senior at school. I shook his hand. I said, "My man, it's not gonna go well, but I need to let you know I'm proud of you for having the cojones."
You know what?
She shot him down. She said, "You 15." And he was like, I'm almost 6 feet.
You know what?
Hey, that's my boy. He tried everything he could to come back. I'm like, listen, son, I'm proud of you.
Listen, we are live on 101 TKO Radio. This is the mail room. We got a full house. And after the break, we will come in with our guests. They're not guests, they're the family. Y'all, we got Classically Caprice and Whitney D in the building. And we're going to get started on this topic. The topic today is, what do women want from men?
All in back up.
And I had to bring in my firepower.
I would love to ask that question to that kid. Hey, what do you want? Obviously, your goals is way up.
So stay connected. Tune in 101 TKO Radio. We'll be right back after this song.
Obviously, your goals is way up.
So stay connected. Tune in 101 TKO Radio. We'll be right back after this song.
The Mailroom with TaShon and Friends on 101
And we are live. We are back. 101 TKO Radio. It's the mailroom. I got all of my friends. We got LaRon in the building. We got Tate the Sports Guy. And we got DJ Johnny Prince. Hey. It's so good to see you, Prince.
Yeah, good to see you.
Like you did your thing last week.
Oh, man.
You did your thing. You did your thing. And then you did your thing up here this week.
Yeah.
In the studio. Yeah.
Thank you.
I was dancing. Listen, we got a special guest in the building. We got help us the Timeless Conversation crew. We got Classically Caprice and Whitney D. Listen, before we get into it, I met Classically Caprice. She was actually my intern for the previous station or whatnot, and she was my intern for the mail room. Well, at that time, You Got Mail, and I put out there that I needed an intern, and I never okay, I need an intern. I need someone to help, X, Y, and Z. And I think I interviewed a few people. I put it out there. I met Caprice, and I was nervous because I'm like, I've never interviewed anybody, especially for this. And, my first thing is, I ain't got no money. So, this, but I'm working to get us. And so we had the interview. We met at Rose Cafe and whatnot. Yeah. Right. Caprice came in. I was nervous. And I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, okay, what do I tell her? Like, we had already had a little conversation over email and so forth. But I was like, I'll need her to know that I'm serious and I don't want to waste her time, that this is the real deal for me. And so if she rocks with me, X, Y, and Z. She came in, she was like, she gave me her background and she was like, okay, I got you. And I'm like, okay, I got an intern. Wow. And she came in, she got me right, y'all. She hooked me up with the whole format sheet. She taught me how to do it. She's like, well, you can do this, that, and another. I am so grateful for Caprice. She is a sweetheart. She is dedicated. She would call. She was like, I can't make it in today because, I got the kids. And I'm like, that's cool because y'all know I'm all about family first, But she came in and she rocked with me. And then when we had to end it, I think I was like crying because I was like, she didn't get the full intern experience like I thought she was going to get. And she was like, don't worry about it. I said, no, because I know you had a goal. You wanted to get your show, this, that, and the other. Now the girl has her own show, y'all. She has her own show.
Yeah.
She has her own show. And it is timeless. It's a timeless conversation or classical, because I be calling you classical.
All of it.
It's all of it. It's all of it.
Yeah,
and
let me tell you.
They rock it every Tuesday and Thursday. They play the throwbacks. The throwback, and the conversation is so good. And so help me welcome Classically Caprice and Whitney D. Welcome to the mailroom.
Hi, you guys.
So tell us who you are and what your show.
Wait,
and
you go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, you guys. Okay, listen. Look, TaShon done gave y'all the rundown of who I am. Okay, so yes, I am Caprice, Classically Caprice, Miss Caprice, whoever you want to call me. This is a dream. This is the dream. So I'm living my dream right now. To go from interning to actually being, like Whitney just said, the hostess with the most.
Yes.
I'm here for it. I am here. I am loving it. I'm telling you, 101 TKO Radio is trying to get rid of me, call security, because I'm kicking and screaming my way up out the door. Period. Okay?
Wow.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm about to hit you with.
We are not.
You know what I'm about to hit you with.
What you about to hit?
No, I have not seen any of the movies. None of them.
Right.
Not
That's right. She did not see what she came.
Do you remember?
No, I have not. Ain't nothing changed. I still ain't seen now one of them.
That's
movies.
right, because you didn't see what, The Color Purple?
Oh, that was my movie. Now I can recite that one word for word. I ain't seen Love Jones.
That's
Juice,
right.
What?
New Jack City.
Wait, you ain't seen Love?
No.
Because a lot of things, like me and Caprice don't eat some of the same things,
Yeah.
a lot of the same things, a lot of movies. Now, I watch movies. I ain't going to say I don't watch movies. It's just like certain black classics.
Like certain black classics, like what?
You ain't seen.
So you ain't seen them either?
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
She's about to get fired.
Unlike Caprice.
I gave her a pass.
Really?
Have you seen Imitation of Life?
Nah, that's my movie.
Okay.
Sarah Jane. Oh, okay.
When they came out.
All right. Hold on.
Thank you for your time. Have a good one.
Did you just say that?
She said, when did it come out?
Yeah, look it up.
Yeah,
There's
look
two
it up.
versions now. You got to look the latest, the last version. It's two versions. Like it's an old one. Ain't nobody was really interested in.
Yeah, that's the one.
The one with Juanita.
Okay, Juanita.
Yes,
I know the.
But no, this ain't no Mary.
I know the original, the 1950s.
Oh, this is when the black she passing.
Yeah.
She's crying for her
mama.
Yeah. Her mama was the maid or something.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what that is.
Okay. What's another one that you hadn't seen?
I don't know.
Color Purple?
I'm with Caprice on that one.
Love Jones.
I've never seen Love Jones.
You've never seen Love Jones?
I seen Love Jones.
I never saw Boomerang.
I never saw Boomerang.
What?
I never saw Boomerang.
Lorraine, you hear
I got a little more of a pass though.
Huh?
I got a little more of a pass.
Why?
Because those, I was like a child when
Okay,
those
first
came
of
out.
all,
Nah. They don't
the
count.
way Tina Marie operated, if no movies wasn't,
Nah.
if some movies wasn't PG or G, I wasn't watching them. So,
What about Love and Basketball?
that's my movie.
Okay.
But you know, all of the movies like, oh yeah, I can do Brown Sugar.
Okay.
Brown Sugar, okay.
A couple months ago, maybe.
Wow. Now that's other movies like those. Okay, Whitney probably wasn't born when some of those other movies came out. Yeah. But some of the other movies, like I was a child.
Yeah.
So
You
Tina
didn't
was
sneak
like,
to go look at them?
no, Tina was.
You know what?
Marie was
That's probably what was wrong with.
Right.
That's probably what was wrong with TaShon's little friend in her school.
Oh.
Watching them little.
They ain't
black
seen.
movies.
They ain't seen the movies. Ain't watched the black movies.
Yeah, the little boy was watching the black
Well, you know
movies.
what? That's okay because now y'all have Netflix and Peacock and Hulu.
This is
They can
Hula.
they play the old movies. Hulu.
Turner Classic Movies. Now,
Yeah.
I watch a Turner Classic Movie.
Okay.
It's just some of the movies I just ain't never seen. I don't know.
I know, but you do know who New Edition is, right?
Oh, wow.
Wait a
No,
minute.
no. I literally know some young ones who asked me. They were like, "Who is New Edition?" And literally a few of us fell out in the parking lot.
No.
We were like, we just fainted.
No, I'm not 19 for real.
No, these were 20-some-year-olds. And I said, wait a minute. And I asked the question. I said, who raised you? Who did that to you?
I know that. The 5 heartbeats.
But a lot of people don't.
That's crazy.
Like,
I know, right?
And then I asked my niece, I said, you do know who New Edition and Michael Jackson? She said, yes, Auntie. I said, okay, I just want to make sure because somebody's going to challenge you and you got to know. They're coming from this family.
Keep your black card.
Yes, I want you to keep your black card. New Edition, Michael Jackson, you know.
What happened? Who? Oh yeah, I know how to play spades. Now I've been playing spades.
Now, Johnny, I don't know how to play spades. They kicked me off the table.
You know your black card.
But I know how to play. I got kicked off. They don't.
I've never.
Give me a black card now.
Yeah.
No, I know how to play. It's just that I don't play like y'all.
Yeah, I can do spades. I don't
play like. I don't know how to count all the cards. I can't count all the cards. I don't know if it's a king left or what. I don't know.
I don't even know that.
Yeah, like I don't know how many cards are left in the thing. So me and my partners, they always put me off the table. I get kicked off the table so many times.
You be underbidding, don't you?
I do. I be like, I got 10 books. I said, where you got 10? And I be like, where you got 10 books? And I say, I got 5. And somebody come behind me and they be like, y'all just get on up. Like they'll just go ahead and say,
you got 2 in the possible.
And I say I got 2 in the possible, right? And then somebody come by, they be like, gee, you got 12, this, that, and I'm like, how? What do y'all see?
She
like,
got
what
all
do you
spades behind you.
Right. I'm like,
I don't know what none of this means.
I ain't got no hearts. I got all spades. I'm talking about 2 in the possible. So that's me.
Yeah. I'm from Alabama.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I went home like 2 weeks ago, tried to learn because they was, of course, playing. And I just went on about my business.
I just went on about my business.
No, I never played Uno.
That's a true.
Wait a minute. Wait. You ain't never played Uno?
What?
Okay, so you know, y'all, we need a game. We need a one-on-one TKO game night. We need a game night.
Thanks, guys.
Did you think it's a face?
I never played.
You never played Uno?
No, I don't know how to play Bid Whist. Y'all know how to play Bid Whist?
No, I don't know how to play Bid Whist.
Yeah, I don't know how to play Bid Whist.
I don't know how to play Bid Whist neither.
No.
Hey, but I'll play some spades
You
and
play
dominoes,
spades.
though.
Oh, now dominoes I could get.
I'll break your table.
No, you see, I don't play with y'all with y'all take it too far. That's how my daddy was, breaking tables. I
ain't never did dominoes.
Now let me count how many. The chef be like, get up, just stop. I'm like, so it's 25, it's 5, 10, 15. Yeah, you know, like,
you start counting on fingers.
I've been trying to count.
Yeah, now with the math thing, I can probably beat everybody.
I'm not a mathematician, so that's definitely not going to work for me.
You play dominoes now?
Yeah.
Okay, so you talking about
Okay, Brooklyn.
So we're gonna have to have a game night. We're gonna
to the point where you calling up the dominoes in your pocket.
I'll just take us to the
score. No, we're gonna teach you how to play these games.
I'm gonna watch. You know what I mean?
Don't worry, Whitney. We gonna get a lot of these games. I ain't gonna leave you hanging because we'll be partners. So yes,
be more patient.
Yeah, I will. I'll be like Whitney.
You know when it's bad, when it's real bad, when you can't even cheat. You so bad. You can't even cheat. When you can't cheat, that means you're a really bad player.
But I'm so bad. I'll be like Whitney. I turn the card about Whitney. This is the card that you use.
I didn't know.
Oh, you
play spades, right?
I just started.
Okay, you play spades.
I just started.
You just started? Okay, so we'll be on there. We'll have our own little table. So we'll learn how to play while the rest of them talk mess. Because I don't deal with spades. Them real spades players, they be making you feel low.
Oh, that's right here when I hear.
Yeah.
They be making you feel like you ain't got no education. Right?
Lisa like that.
Yeah, y'all,
Lisa like that.
Oh, she's a real spades player.
Yeah.
So she'll be sitting at the adult table then. We'll be at the beginner's table.
The little
round. With the snacks and all, We'll be chilling at our table while they over there, all sweating. Right, sweating and breaking stuff. Right.
They be doing off.
Right, be going off on each other for no reason. I can see DJ Johnny Friends now, just that Brooklyn would come out and he would break the whole table and then get up and be like, y'all ain't got another table? Y'all ain't got another table? We ain't finished the game. We ain't got another table? What? I have literally seen men break tables. Like slamming them dominoes down or whatever.
Get 25.
My dad them had the ivory set, so them old schoolers bring it
with the
out.
Pin in the middle.
Yeah, they bring it out, and they serious. They clear everything. You don't bother them. Be like, Daddy, the car. I got a flat tire. I don't care. Go buy. We playing. I'm like, yeah.
And then if it's a bunch of older cats.
Them jokers, man.
They sit up there with that domino in their hand. They're waiting on you. They're waiting on you.
Right.
They got you.
Right.
Then they're going to talk trash about it throughout every hand. So listen, y'all, we're going to have to put on the TMR 101 TKO game night so we can get this in. We're going to have black movies with it.
Caprice, that one for you.
Oh, Lord.
We're going to have black movies planned. So we're going to have to set up that game night.
It's not even the black movies. Like, what was it? Like E.T. and Steel Magnolias?
Wait a minute. You ain't seen E.T. You ain't seen E.T.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen E.T.?
She's like, well, I don't understand what's going on here.
You've never seen E.T.?
Did you see The Wiz?
No.
Oh! Do another. No. Y'all hear that?
First of all, I don't care who
The Wiz was scary looking.
It was a little dark. It was a little dark.
I don't know. It was just. What's that? Nipsey Russell?
I don't know what you've been told.
That was the Tin Man.
Was so creepy.
The Tin Man.
It was very creepy.
Oh my God.
Didn't they ease down the road?
Yeah. I love Whitney. I love her. Do that again. Wait.
That's the one with Diana Ross.
That's the only thing she remembers.
I was trying to see if that was the song.
I love her. She said, "It's the things down the road." Yo, that was cute. That was cute.
On here. My mama said I've never seen any of these movies.
Mama, what? The Wiz?
Let me tell y'all, my mama don't watch movies. The last movie my mama probably saw was Life, and I ain't never seen Life.
Really? Okay, well she did. Okay, it's all Life.
I think that was the last time she actually set foot inside a movie theater.
Oh wow!
And that was probably
that's 2000 or so, right?
She don't like movies.
She like old movies.
Old movies. Okay. I like old movies. Okay. I'm an old movie buff.
Yeah, she likes the old black and white.
Yeah, the black and white. Yeah, I like the black and white. Yeah, all that. But she said,
so she's seen Sidney Poitier's Who's Coming to Dinner.
Yeah, my mama probably.
Yeah. You gotta see that.
No, your mom was. She saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mama probably done seen that. But I mean, I'm more. I like to watch people die.
I wish we could play that. That was too cute.
Ease down the road.
Yes, you like Derek said. You can't win. Y'all so y'all never heard the soundtrack to it.
Oh my God.
That was the song.
Oh yeah, my mama said yes, she has seen that movie. Yeah.
She's on down the road. So y'all gotta watch the Wiz. You gotta watch it.
That was the best moment in the movie when the crows came down. Like, you ain't never getting down off this pole.
You can't win. What? He's on that thing. Halloween, we all coming dressed up as the Wiz. Okay.
I wish you would come here as some Jason or Michael Myers. I wish you would.
I'm for real. I'm like, all I can think about is that Tin Man, and I'm
immediately the lion, the coward lion. Oh my God! And Richard Pryor as the Wiz.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna have to play that one in the background. We're gonna have to have that one on the game night. So we need a black game night with the black movies.
Okay.
Do we need them together or separate?
That might be overload.
It seems too much.
You know how to play stage and you got thing in the background, the movie playing in the background.
Yeah.
I'll probably start watching the movie, honestly.
We gotta have all the old school snaps. Listen, so our topic for today, because we got to come back to this topic, so y'all do know y'all got to come back on the show, right? We'll be here. Listen, so the question of the day, right, of the show is, what do women want from men? So, of course, last week we had the mail room, the listening party, and we're gonna continue that with questions. So if you still have questions, please email them, DM, all of that. Because we still want to continue that conversation. The guys were really, really on point with their answers. And it was just great conversation. Mm-hmm. But sometimes I feel like, and I've given y'all this platform, and I love it. I'm glad I've given this platform. But sometimes I feel like, LaRon, y'all really don't hear us. Look at DJ. So I just want to know, I think we know what y'all want, but do y'all really know what we want from y'all?
Can you expound a little bit more?
So y'all don't know what we want from y'all. Look at why your face turned up like that, Johnny.
The better question is, do you know?
You know what? Right. Look at Marcus got the face on here. What do women want from men? So we're going to tell y'all, we're going to give y'all some some general tips.
Right. Like, there's a disconnect in what you want and what's actually there. Yeah. Like because
they don't know what they want.
You can want all this.
Women don't know what they want.
You don't think we know what we want?
I just asked that. Do y'all know what y'all want? Do y'all really know what y'all want?
We have an idea.
It's like a one size fits all suit that don't really work.
I got an example.
It's like you know what you want, but that suit don't fit everybody.
Wait.
Sleeves will be short on one dude.
So LeBron said he know.
I got an example.
What you got, LeBron?
One of a kind.
All right, so
what you got for us?
All right, kind of like how you have the women that swear by they want a thug, but then don't want a man talking down to her or controlling or possibly putting hands on them.
I'm going to jail every 2 weeks.
Right.
Well, so with that being, I'll start off. We do want that Roughneck. That's why I played that song. I used to love that song, right? Roughneck by MC Light, right? And I thought I was like, I want a Roughneck. I want a Roughneck. But that Roughneck that she's talking about is not the one that we, she's saying what we really want. We don't want anybody who's going to be in the street or whatever. What we're saying is we want somebody who can protect us and who can really be there for us. A protector. Like,
that ain't what y'all going out there getting, though.
Two different people.
They're two different people?
Yes. Y'all ain't going out there and getting that type of dude.
I'm out at 2:30 in the morning with Tim's on.
Yeah, that ain't him.
It don't matter how, because you would look good. But I'm out at 2:30 in the morning with the Tim's on.
So you saying that y'all can't be Roughneck and all of the other characters?
We can, but
what a fun at? Yeah, if I got a gun, give me the bullets too. Oh no! You gonna have me out here just fight with no helmet?
See, that's the thing. I want a little bit of this and that and that and this and that and that, and I'm like, okay, so.
But y'all want the same thing in women. Y'all want a mama.
Right.
You want a wife.
Right.
You want a girlfriend. You want a slut.
I don't.
You want
I don't want no mama.
First of all.
Y'all want somebody to take care of y'all.
Brooklyn coming out, y'all.
Y'all want the same thing.
That Brooklyn coming out.
Yo, you see what I'm going through over here?
That Brooklyn coming out, y'all.
But the thing is, it's the idea of what you want and what you actually have. Okay, you got the idea of the dude being this, and this. But the three cats that you have an option from, one works at a bank, the other one works at a hotel, and one's a garbage man.
Yeah.
So even though you want all this stuff, these three guys may not fit that.
Okay.
How do you adjust? Because they are who they are.
Okay.
Who's treating me the best? Who's protecting me the best? Who do I get the vibe?
Yeah, but guess what? That man that touched that bottom gets it though.
Not really, because you can have some glorious meat and be a trash man. That's true.
So why is it
want
so Mark? So
those are the guys that get the callbacks.
That's exactly.
Not necessarily.
Listen.
Glorious meat get the callback.
The one that touched the bottom gets the callback.
You said the one who touched the bottom
gets the callback.
Gets the call. So let me read these comments. So Evelyn says a man who can protect a fight does not have to go all the way to the extreme of thug. He can be both. He can be both if he is balanced. Derek Kate Delight said, "We hear you, but one of the potential issues is that when we address it, it is still the same."
Yeah.
And he also said because sometimes logic comes into play, but you are working on emotions instead. Marcus says there's levels to protection, emotional and physical.
Exactly.
The real Tessa says, but men want the same in women.
That's what she said.
You're right. So y'all want us to be all these things. You don't want a mama?
No.
Y'all don't?
No.
They say they don't.
Right.
I don't.
I don't want a mama. But let me tell you.
Okay.
Y'all
So
like,
there's some truth.
can you wash my clothes? When the last time you washed your own clothes?
You know what? There is some truth.
A meal every day. When the last time you made a meal? When the last time you woke up, took the kids to school? Look at when the last time you cleaned the house from top to bottom?
Yesterday.
All of these things.
Yesterday.
Your mama.
Yesterday.
And that's your mama.
First of all, my mama taught me how to do those things, so I don't need you to do them for me.
And that's what it should.
You might not need me to do them, but you ain't gonna turn it down if I do them.
What you say, LeBron?
No, what I'll do is give you a whole day off with nothing to do.
Yeah, right.
You have to look at certain
nothing
men
to do.
that which I'm pretty sure these are those mama boys that can't do what she's explaining or don't want to do. Let me say it like that. They don't want to do what she's explaining, as in, like me personally, I don't mind getting up. I don't mind I take the kids to school or walk them to the bus. And that was something that I was never, I'm gonna say, taught physically by my parents. It was just something that has always been embodied in me. One, because my dad didn't show that, but I knew my mom needed that. And so it was my job to myself to the woman that I considered to be my woman is to treat her how I saw my mom should have been treated.
Okay.
And so you have this thing where, and it's something that my wife says that true enough, a man does, if I'm not going to say raised correctly, but raised properly, maybe. He has to know how to wash. He should know how to wash his clothes.
Absolutely. Clean
Right.
He should know how to bathe his butt.
Right.
But you do have that. That's especially in this time that you have the men that don't know how to clean themselves, don't know how to clean up. But then you also have these women now that like they don't know how to cook, they don't know how to hygiene.
Come on now.
Come
on now.
I felt like I was personally attacked. I don't know how to.
I'll be honest with you. Yeah, the cooking piece.
They did not. I cook.
Listen.
I don't cook.
If there's a pot with water boiling at 5 o'clock on it, there'll be a man there.
Like,
he wants something.
And said life skills, not gender roles. Just I don't cook.
Yes, it should.
Hold on, but what's wrong with knowing how to cook? Because
not saying you don't know how. I just did not take. I don't love cooking. Let me put it like that. My mama gave us all the domestic skills, but when I met Chef, I told him I don't cook. I don't cook like my sister and the other women like you. I will order out. I will order us at home. I will go order from Caprice and my sister and whatever. But I will cook. But like that whole down home cooking, if you're looking for that type of girl, that's not me because I didn't like that. Now I would clean. I love cleaning versus the cooking. I burnt down my mama's kitchen because she made me cook a meal.
Cut on, Michael.
I did.
We'll get you a card.
I didn't like cooking because every week we had the cooking lessons, right? So she made sure we had these cooking lessons. And I was like, I don't like cooking.
What did you do those 8 years? What did you do?
When I was divorced, because I got to know myself, and that's how I really realized.
How did you eat?
I ordered out. What you mean? And then Lisa cooked.
You know,
I could I would cook, but Lisa cooked. My sister, she is that. So I would go to the house every week, or she would make my. So I know how to cook, like right. So I know how to cook. That's no given, but like that whole living to cook, loving to cook.
And that's different.
No, like I can't do it like that. Like it takes me hours. Like Caprice could probably whip up a meal in a night before. See, that I tried to do that before, right? That's not me. So it takes me like 5 hours just to cook one meal.
I got a good question, everybody.
Right.
Oh my good. Oh, you know what? Hold on, it's about to be a break.
So when we get back, right? Listen, y'all. I need y'all to stay connected to 101 TKO Radio in the mailroom because y'all. We gonna get to the bottom of this because everybody don't cook, and I felt attacked by LaRon. I felt attacked by LaRon because he said cook, like that's the first thing. Cook. Chef even talking about cook. I told you in the beginning. So stay connected to 101 because we gonna settle this today. We gonna talk about this today. Live on 101 TKO Radio, y'all. It's the mailroom. We'll be right back.
Like scrambled eggs.
What's up? What's up? We are back live in the studio. It's 101 TKO Radio in the mailroom. So y'all, Chef didn't call me out on Instagram. He said I done tricked him, but that's a lie because I told him at Chipotle when we did our meet and greet that I do not cook, but I will cook. You know, he's talking about turkey, no spices, white girl turkey. You told me it was good. I got pictures of the macaroni and cheese and all. You told me it was good. All right.
Did you grind the turkey?
Now, I will admit, I don't do seasons well. So my sister don't have they. I mean, he ain't got to say it out like that. Everybody knows. The whole family knows. Like my aunts and uncles, everybody knows I cannot season well.
All your food tastes like mayonnaise.
No. I asked. He told me I got pictures too. So what I'm saying is, my family, they help me with the seasoning. They make my little season blends or whatever. So you know I cook, but
it's okay.
I'm gonna have to give you my recipe.
That's okay. You don't. But that's okay though. Who cleaned that kitchen real good?
Real good afterwards though.
Don't I? Who go to the grocery store and get everything off the list?
If you want your turkey right.
Wait a minute.
I got you.
Who went out and found cranberry sauce when there was a shortage for the family? Tell me who. Let me hear it. Who got the cranberry sauce? Who got it?
Right now.
Who got it?
That's
Not
the thing.
just one can.
How
many cans did I get, y'all? My family better chime in, because how many cans did I come back in the house with?
You see that head? Y'all better chime in.
Yes.
Her head about to fall off.
I got how many cans did I come back with? Doggone it. I got 5 cans.
But they said they had to add flavor to the turkey.
That's okay. I got that cranberry sauce, though. I got the cranberry sauce. That's the most important thing of the meal of Thanksgiving. Cranberry sauce.
I'm curious. What seasoning do you use?
I don't know.
I'm gonna give you two that even Jesus knew about. Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
I'm gonna take a picture of my seasoning cabinet.
He said, ask her how she acts when I try and spice up her food. I'd be like, what is this? Like, what do you, like, he makes his own seasoning. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you gotta have like a blend.
I mean, okay, so with my seasoning, it gotta have pepper in it.
Okay.
Right. Pepper, I just lose my mind.
Black pepper.
I'm not real big on salt. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't do salt.
But I do like little herbs.
Yeah.
And stuff like
cilantro,
that.
parsley.
Island Johnny or something like that. I don't know. It's like an island thing.
I'm gonna take a picture.
Good. But yeah, I was asking because I mean I ain't no big seasoner.
Yeah, so I don't. That's what I'm thinking. Like I use the salt and pepper, but like they be like, you got to use a mixture of this thing.
Yeah, I use
parsley.
Everybody puts garlic powder on everything.
I don't like no powder.
She's talking about she don't like no powder.
Everybody always say something about powder.
Yeah,
I don't
and
like
so
powder.
Chef has all, because you know he's a chef, so he has like this big thing of just seasoning, and I go straight to the salt and pepper. He be like, you don't see all the seasoning.
That's what I'm saying.
I be like, but I don't.
I don't even cook with salt. I use all of that.
Yeah,
everything else. Everything
I don't buy salt. We don't even buy salt.
So
garlic, onion.
Yeah.
I cook, and I just don't real attached to LaRon. I don't appreciate that, so that means I got to go back to therapy because I had gotten over that. I am proud of my store run.
Go back.
I am proud of my store run. I am the best store runner out there. I get out there, that crowd, and y'all just don't understand the pressure. I have money on hand because you gotta have money when you're going out to during the holiday season. You gotta have money, and I be the crowds. I have on my sneakers and the hat, and I be out there. And I go get.
Oh my God! It's a teamwork thing.
I've been through therapy. Like y'all didn't know how to get them cans. I had to fight that girl to get them cans. Cranberry sauce. I said, no, those are mine if you want to live to the next day.
TaShon,
what?
You cook, all right? At least you cook sometimes, right?
Yeah.
There are some women that do not.
But is that wrong?
Yes, wrong.
How is that wrong?
wait, Johnny.
Marcus said call.
But I don't think I would though.
Really? But to some people, like that was just part of like the dating thing. Like to invite a female over and I'm actually making dinner. Like have a glass of wine. No.
Yeah.
Ever said oregano time. Yeah, I do.
But I think that's another thing. You just mentioned that. That's another thing women want. Can we be taken out?
Right.
Like, y'all idea of a date is I can come over and chill.
So
no, I can chill by myself.
We talked about this last night. I know Caprice and Duke sat down at the table while we were waiting, right? And I know they were probably like, oh, shoot. Chef said, let me ask y'all something. And every time he said, let me ask you something, he was a little tipsy, right? He said, what? I said, oh, Lord. And, you know, we transparent about ourselves.
That's my type of
Who said, let me ask you something?
Chef did, because he was like, we were talking about this whole dating thing. So in his mind, he doesn't understand the whole dating thing. So that's what women want. And he doesn't understand, like, that's what women like. We like to date. Courted, right? Continue, continue. So his thing is, okay, we dated while we married. So like, no, I'm like, you got to continue to date. Right?
Yeah.
You're right.
And to him, it's just the mindset, because to him, it's like, okay, we're going out. We're just calling it something different, going back to the dating phase.
It's a date night.
And I agree with that, because if you think about like some of the things y'all did when y'all were young in a relationship, and when y'all got to that risky part where y'all just did all kind of little crazy, some people like to go back to that. Like there's stories that y'all have of stuff that you did, that you could probably do right now, and they'd be like, you know what?
Are you right? I mean that. So he said, tell him you're very bougie.
Bougie.
It's too early to be
true. I'm bougie, but I know how to still do stuff.
Okay, now there's a level of, it's like bougie where you bougie, bougie where you like,
I'm bougie. There ain't no secret. You knew that. We discovered that at Chipotle. I told you that.
She keeps reverting back to
meet and greet. So we need to remake. He's talking about stop faking it with the people. I'm bougie. I am bougie. Like that.
Come up here, boys.
I am bougie. My family would tell you I'm bougie, but I can still hang. So like I like to what? I can hang. Like I can hang out or whatever. I like to go to different places.
Pass my fur coats, please.
I'm like, who are those people?
Do they sell Perrier water?
I'm like, who are those people? Like,
Frederick, could you bring me my water?
All right, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. You and Chef are up and y'all out. Do you go into JR Crickets and grab a drink and get some wings? Or is it just because they don't have paper towels on the table? It's too bougie.
If it is nasty, I am not going in there.
You hear that tone?
If it is like full of people.
Okay, do you know that's where the best food is, right?
Huh?
Them little hole in the wall spot?
Yeah,
that's where the best food is.
I know. Okay. I know. It just.
I'm just letting you know.
It's just.
But no, for real.
It's a little greasy.
What? Chicken is.
I'm just saying, like
fried chicken is.
It just be a little greasy.
That's one of them places where you get 2 or 3 drinks and you
okay, so
you in her ear, hey baby, it's 2:30.
All right.
You know what I mean, like
so you really want to go to the hood club?
Yes. Okay, wait.
All right. I was hoping you wouldn't go say that.
He likes to go to. That's what he said. Yeah. He's talking about where the Grey Poupon bougie. You know what?
She rolled the window down.
You know what? So it has to be some type of balance when it comes to that. So let's sit and say, all right, you got your bougie, and then basically Chef is showing his hood side.
The hood, right.
You at some point, one of y'all, he has to go to the bougie or the bougie side, but then you also have to go and visit the hood side. And that's what makes that balance and makes it seem like one person is not seeking more validation than the other.
Yeah.
But the bougie vibe is different because they don't want to they look at you real crazy when you do stuff in the bougie. Like when you couple up and like
love this man, yo. Chef.
He's talking about how much. So that's what our conversation was starting last night. He was like, I'm a hood. He really is hood.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the thing. Duke is hood too. Straight out of Bankhead. Okay. Straight out of Bankhead.
Okay.
Etheridge to the day.
Oh, he Etheridge. Oh, okay, yeah.
But you had like who was that? LaRon finding the balance because I told like it's a joke. It's a joke. I'd be like, boy, I took you out the hood because I'm like I ain't never lived that life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not. I mean, I can be ghetto, but I'm not hood. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you have to find the balance. Even when it comes to like running the household, raising the kids.
Right.
Because he be all some rock outside, like screaming at my baby. And I'm like, boy, he's 2. You not finna scream.
Dude, it's funny.
I'm finna beat him. I said, no, you are not. He's 2. You are not about to women. Here you go with all that sensitive. I'm like, but sweetie, he's case in point. My man's is 2. Potty training. What's the operative word in that? Training.
Right.
So we strip them down, butt naked, and be like, okay, use the potty. We sitting down, me, Duke, and girl child sitting at the kitchen table, and Raquel like, it smells like the zoo in here. And I'm like, the zoo? And so I'm just like, well, I did pass gas, but I don't think that's me. So they kept Duke went over there, and we were like, we ain't seen boy child in a minute. This man done boo-boo all over the floor. It was down his leg. It was just everywhere at this point, right? So we cleaned, like he done stepped in it, so it was just a mess. But Duke was like, I'm about to beat you. And I'm like, no, you're not. This man, no. He's potty training. This man. I said, he's training. So that's what I want from a man, some understanding. Because you don't understand. Training. I was like, he knew what to do. He knew what he was. I said, dude. If he knew, he wouldn't be buying damn pull-ups every week. He wears the Spider-Man drawers every day. And he wears the pull-ups. He got his Mickey Mouse pull-ups right now. Like, I want understanding. You're not about to beat my baby. He don't know. He's training. He said his man. He's walking around like, like, I want you to do it again. I'm like, no, you don't.
We are like that.
I'm like, that's why what? I'm like, if you hit him, we spin the fight. You're not about to hit him. Raquel, call the police. Wayne County is on the way. You're not about that. We will be boxing. We will be in that mug.
See, that's all we like. That's what we want. Understanding.
We want understanding.
That's what we want. We want understanding. Okay, so y'all want from what I'm understanding, what I'm hearing from y'all, Chef, because he said I'm not project here, I'm convicted felon.
Hey, and my boy has a lifetime.
You might want to tread light, okay? Exactly. I want to season that meat. You might want to pick up some seasoning, okay?
So what you're saying is you don't want me to be bougie.
But it's a certain level.
No.
It's a certain level. Like, be you. But don't be so much of you to where you can't, like,
except doing something else.
Listen, one of us in this relationship gonna be the hood. It just has to be Chef.
Right, because I can, I know he gonna protect me, this, that, and the other. And but so you're saying that I have to go? Y'all are saying, that I would have to go visit.
Yes.
Yeah,
at least once.
It's a good time.
Candle Road or something.
At least
Candle
once.
Road to the Epping, what's that? JJ's Fish.
With the crack on the chicken.
You gotta go there once in a while. You gotta go there once in a while.
The crack on the chicken.
Yeah. Exactly. Do it as you for.
My sister wouldn't allow me to hang with 559 back in the day. Y'all remember 559?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I got kicked out of that group because my sister's like, no, you too. So I always did the Club SO Kayak Club.
Yeah, I like
Midtown.
those too. I wasn't going to the I didn't go anything on Bankhead.
It's just something about being in the club and your baby got her arms
Central
wrapped
Station.
tight around
Yeah,
you.
I didn't go to
One
Central
of them
Station.
hoods.
So y'all are saying I gotta go visit that way.
I mean, listen.
At some
Sometimes
point,
it's like time.
It's a vibe.
I mean, but you'll be with him though. You
with
be
him,
with Chef.
Right.
It ain't like you
Yes.
going out with your girl.
So,
Okay.
and what's the
Yeah.
first thing you gonna do? You gonna grab on Chef.
Right.
That's the reason why. Like, yo, you safe in here.
you
safe
know what
in here.
that, you know what that does to Sean?
I ain't gonna read
Listen,
So I don't go in there with my fur and my.
No, ma'am.
Don't go in there with no damn fur.
Go in there with your sneakers.
That's
Don't
right.
even put your wedding ring on. Just take it off. Take it off.
Oh my God.
What that does is it just opens the door. It opens the door for you to show him that, hey, I do like who you are, because obviously you love who he is, and that's where he comes from. So he just wants to let you experience where he comes from. And that's if you're talking about you want date nights, that should be an okay date night. Like you say, you already know that you're protected, so you shouldn't be scared about saying, "Oh, I don't know, that's a little risque for me," you know.
Okay.
But
Because he made a point. He was like, I bought those little date night boxes. Of course, they were made by the others, right? They were made by the others. I do admit it was. And he said, I attempted he was like, but look at the boxes, like what. This stuff don't apply to us.
Yeah.
You gotta make it your own. You gotta make it your own. Yeah. And somebody said it's character and morals first is what they look for. Yeah, you got to have some kind of morals.
Okay.
You know what? I got
Erica said,
but you know
go hang with Handsome Honey in the hood. They have the best food and drink.
But the thing is, though, is to get that. Sometimes you can be a little bit too bougie.
And that's what he said. I'm too
like bougie should turn off at certain points. It shouldn't carry through. It's okay when we go out. You have that little vibe, and you know she's real.
See, he said you gotta love me. Okay.
And good stuff, but sometimes you gotta let it go for other stuff to just come out. Like you gotta just sometimes being bougie. Nah, ain't no time to be bougie.
Be bad and bougie.
Yeah.
Oh, so I gotta be bad and bougie. Well, you know, since I left school, maybe I could do that now.
Yeah. You gotta be the perfect me.
I could do that maybe now.
Yeah, a little bit more bad.
Yeah. I'd be a little bit more bad. What'd you say?
Hey, pick a different costume to dress up in.
Ooh. Looks like www.
But men love stuff like that. They like that variety. For one, a man loves a woman that is so multicultural to where it's like being with different people. I have all that in me.
So I'm almost trying to understand. If we can figure out what y'all want, then maybe y'all can figure out what we want.
That's possible.
If you can figure out what you want, you will know what I want. That's what I'm saying.
We simple. I'm gonna be honest.
Again,
we simple.
So
simple.
Y'all always say y'all simple.
Right.
Y'all have a twist of complexity.
We're not simple.
Yeah, you got
no.
I always say this. With men, women do not need money.
What?
With a man, a woman does not need money.
It'd be like your girl.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be like your folks.
Like
who got the water thrown on them.
Like
when the
literally,
man didn't love her when she's standing there.
We're so in tune to y'all. Like it's so simple what we want from y'all. So it's a given. You don't have to buy. You don't have to buy a gift. Like women spend hundreds of dollars on gifts. Sometimes the best gift is you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, in that case, Duke don't ask for nothing no more.
Duke is so cool. He was so laid back. And when you told me he was like in that Etheridge court, I said, he chilled. Those are the kids I taught over there.
You would. I wish you would.
Listen, we are live in the studio. We are talking with classically Caprice, Whitney, DJ Johnny, Prince, Lauren, Tank Sportside, and Nelson. We are chopping it up with we're talking about this whole what women want. Johnny said we don't know what we want.
No. But want everything.
But want everything.
We do want everything.
Everything.
I ain't gonna lie though, that's a true statement.
What?
Okay, I'm waiting for it. Like,
I'm not gonna say it though. It's like y'all might type. I want everything.
It's true.
It is true.
Like finding myself stage though.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm still in the figure because with me, like
I don't know. I always lost interest fast.
Okay.
You know? So I never really, like, nobody really stuck around for real, because I lose interest fast. Like,
okay.
So it's your fault.
It might be.
She just made the biggest statement.
Exactly.
People, and it goes with men too. That finding your state. You not finding yourself. That's what's wrong with dating right now. People not knowing who they are and what they want. You can't sit up here and establish a connection with somebody because now you're confused. Because one day you're gonna want to go out and the next day you're gonna want to stay in or do all this and there's nothing wrong with those things. Yeah, you're just hot and cold and stuff.
That's right.
So if you don't know yourself, when you get into a relationship, to tell someone, hey, this is me, and this is how I like stuff, and with the room to possibly adapt to certain things, because again, it's definitely in a marriage that compromise comes in play. And so, TaShon, this is that compromise. Hey, Chef is doing the things that you enjoy doing or being supportive of the things that you like doing. And I get what Miss Evelyn was saying, some hoods that you can't go in because a big chested man can't stop a bullet. I understand that too. But still, you have to be some form of supportive to say, hey, I trust this man enough to go out with him in this particular area or this particular thing that he enjoys doing. And what that does for that man is that allows him to say, okay, she does care. She cares about me because this is what I like doing.
That's right. And then there's other things like, for instance, when you out with your man and you're in the hood, like I said, the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna grab on to him a little bit more. You're gonna hold on to him a little bit tighter. And we notice that. We like that. We like that. We like having baby on our side grabbing. It's just a.
But then that also adds to let him know that Bay's a little bit uncomfortable. So let me make sure that I'm doing what I'm doing to make sure that she feels okay, and letting her know that, hey, if it's too rough, then we can leave out. But that should be the same thing with him too. If he's sitting up here saying, looking uncomfortable because it's a little too bougie in this area.
Chef will do that. He'll tell me. He'll let me know in a heartbeat. And my girlfriend Sharia, they're like one of the another couple that helps me. She tells me all the time. She's like, you too bougie. Come on now. She is. And I'll be like, Sharia, so it's your fault because you've been slacking on my lessons. So I need my lessons back, because she'll help me too. She'll be like, just loosen up. She's like, loosen up, sis. And I'll be like, but I think now because I'm not teaching, it'll help me calm down. So now I'm kind of hearing what y'all was saying. You have to be careful
about what you're doing, right?
It's like, because I've been so conservative in that career, like, I'm always, because everybody's always watching. I'm literally always running into a parent or a student. And so, and teachers get that slack, like, and you can really literally sue and take legal actions now, for real, like with teachers. If you see them on their personal time, if you read throughout the stories or whatever, people that's education, they have had problems being in the public. So we never got a chance to be people in our career. You know what I'm saying? So we always have to put on this facade, like even in our personal time. Right. I'm not lying. People can like literally teachers have. There was a case. Literally the principal just lost his job because he took a photo with his wife on the beach and she was in a bikini. Yes.
Come on, man.
Because the parents were like, it was inappropriate. And it's like, this is his wife.
That pisses me off. That pisses me off. How you gonna tell me that's inappropriate?
And it's still ongoing. So he is suspended. He lost his job because the parents were like, so again, I think
have a feeling the school is about to be named after him.
right. But it's just many cases like that. So for me, I've always been in that protection mode. So I'm thinking now that I'm not, I can be a little like, because I'm hearing y'all. I am hearing you, and it's almost kind of like we need to trust y'all if we're gonna be,
because we with y'all for a reason. Men marry what they really like.
Okay.
Then why you cheat?
Wow.
Oh.
Hey, that's not. That's a difference. That's a difference. That's a difference. That's not a. That is not a man. That is not a man. That's not a man.
First of all,
they
that's
say,
not that deep.
if you
That's
catch
not a
me cheating,
man.
that don't mean I don't love you.
Oh, right.
Yeah. He said that's
No, hold on.
That's not a man.
Before you
I
call
love
me
my
cheating,
teeth.
did I tell you before that, we cool, but, this ain't it?
Real men don't cheat.
What you say? Real men don't cheat.
If I told you,
Real men don't cheat.
They
in the
don't.
beginning that you're not the one and we just kicking it.
But what is a real man though? What's a real man?
Not that.
It's cool
Not
for
that.
us to be out and be together, but this is not a relationship. Like,
Not that.
Are you talking about a relationship though?
No, okay, so somebody just said, one of these men just said, a man marries what he wants.
yeah, what he likes.
Right.
What he likes.
Right. So why?
If you like me,
Right.
if you love me enough, why are you out here still with?
Because he didn't need you. That's the problem.
Then why did you marry me?
Because men feel that they don't need a woman, and that's retarded.
Okay,
That's crazy.
why are we married? Why are we still not
he wanted
dating?
you. That's why. I'm telling y'all now. Hold on.
Okay,
please.
Yeah, please.
Tell y'all now. Hold on.
Hey, wants and needs are two different things.
Exactly.
What'd you say?
Wants and needs are two different
Right,
things.
they're
This
two
is
different
Johnny
things.
Prince here. This is Johnny Prince is talking, right? Every man needs a wife. Hear me out, okay? I believe every man needs a wife,
Mhm.
right? Facts. And, oh yes, I'm going on. So if a man, it's crazy for me to hear a man says, I don't need no woman, like, bro, what? Like, what? I feel a man won't reach his full potential without a wife, period. Without a woman, without a wife, period. So if he married you because he said he wanted you, and he didn't need you, then that should be a red flag.
Yep.
Okay. If he didn't need you.
If he feel he didn't need you, what can, my thing is, there's nothing that can balance a man like a woman.
Yep.
There's nothing.
And
His cars, his money, nothing.
Right.
But you have to go into great detail with the need, and it's not a need of saying that I need you to wash my clothes and I need you to baby me. No, it's a wholly totally different need. It's just like I need my wife not because she makes me whole. I'm already whole.
Yeah,
It's just like he said, that balance for me that it's I don't want nobody else. I can even see, and me and her, we talk about this, like how we can look at somebody else and like, dang, or she can say, oh man, he's fine, or I can sit up and say she's cute, but that's not what I want. I'm confident in myself to sit up here and know that there are other beautiful women and possibly even someone that can give me what I think I want from her, but I don't want that because I'm satisfied with what I got.
Right. So with that thought, hold that thought, LaRon. We got to take a quick break, and we're going to come back to that because that's very interesting what y'all are saying. So I need you ready.
We're going to learn something today, baby. We're going to learn something today.
So listen, I need y'all to stay connected to 101 TKO Radio in the mail room. We are talking about what women, we start off talking about what women want, need, but now we're doing, So Johnny said real men don't cheat. Y'all stay connected. 101 TKO Radio. We'll be right back, y'all. What's up, you guys? We are back. What up? CKO. You keep going. We are the mail room. Listen, we are having good conversation today on the mail room. I'm learning a lot. I love listening to my fellas, and we talking. Caprice and Whitney, we sharing. You know, we started off talking about what women want, need
it's still
from
the
y'all,
same.
want from y'all, and then somehow it turned around.
No, it's not. It hasn't been turned around. It's still the same.
It turned around, you know.
We did not turn it around.
The truth was.
Jeff came on.
It was one-sided.
Jeff came on, flipping the script, trying to,
we can never flip the script on y'all, because the thing about women is your gift is your tongue. Your gift is your tongue. We can never out-talk you.
Yeah.
We can never out-duke you. We can never out-word you. Your tongue is so sharp sometimes it cut us, and which I don't realize, the little paper cuts y'all do, they bleed.
Hey, and we got a Band-Aid for it.
Okay, but guess what? You got your wounded animal walking around the house bleeding with a Band-Aid.
You got cortisone.
You see, you got Band-Aid. You see,
you got a cortisone
on it.
You got peroxide. You got peroxide.
Y'all are horrible.
You got alcohol. Pour the alcohol on it. Let it burn.
Oh, wow. You see? You got other women looking at you like, wait a minute.
Ooh. No, I'm not hard, y'all. I am calming down. I was hard last night. That's why my ball didn't keep going in, because I was trying to be so. I'm learning how to calm down and be soft. I'm learning.
Yeah, you're learning.
So I take that back. Don't put peroxide. No, don't put alcohol. Put a little peroxide on it, because it's
Chef bleeding now from 5 years ago. He's still
Chipotle. And Chipotle. He's still bleeding. He's bleeding from Chipotle.
You know, we both be trying to be hard. He tell me, why you so hard?
Yeah, why you so hard?
I'm just so hard.
And you know what? The sad thing is, we gotta start preparing our young boys for this. They gotta. Dudes asked us, I said, listen, I want you to listen to one song. I gave him No Woman, No Cry. I said, just listen to this, and I said, I promise you, at some point, it's going to hit you. It's going to hit you, but it's a life you choose.
Oh, my God.
One time he made me mad, right? So I will express through music or whatever, and I put on my playlist, it had the whole scrap, Knuckle You Buck, and all of that. What?
Take these subtle.
You in there cooking, I'm in here cleaning up, and the music playing. What?
So you got a vacuum and he got hot grease.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, he said, so that's what you do, huh? I said, yep.
That's how you really feel.
Yeah, and that's what I'll be like, yep.
That's how you really feel, huh?
Yep, and I'd be like, and then I'll be in the car, have my music on, put on my Dre, NWA. Yep.
You see how we've been here almost 2 hours and still have not yet to say what they want?
We did. Y'all listening.
Y'all told us that we want a woman, a freak. They labeled the things that we want. Y'all want.
We did tell y'all.
You said understanding. Understanding. You said you wanted understanding.
Understanding.
We want y'all to listen, because y'all wasn't right.
No. Listen, but one thing is, that's all. What do y'all want?
I mean, the understanding, the listening.
Understanding what? Do you understand yourself though? Do you understand yourself?
Talking about we don't know what y'all want and we ain't listening to y'all and yada yada yada. So tell me what you want.
You don't listen to me.
Understanding and what's the other one?
Understanding.
Listening.
And 2 hours all they said was understanding and listening.
Understand. What are we understanding? What are we understanding?
I told y'all I don't know.
So that's what I'm saying. So how can we?
Evelyn said the answer to what women need depends on the woman. Men are constantly by treating any woman like she wants the same thing as every woman, then call her a bad name when she tells him different. That's why knowing yourself is critical for a healthy relationship. That is
exactly. So we can't understand you if you don't understand yourself. I can't hear you, LaRon. You can't hear me?
Yeah, now you can. And that is true.
I was just going to say with that, that's what I was actually saying before you hit that, is that y'all say understanding, but understanding from any individual woman is totally different. And if you don't understand yourself, we ain't gonna understand you. Exactly. It's like pulling straws. And so you're playing the guessing game. And I can say that with my previous marriage.
You hear that, man? I mean, that's what it is. Y'all want us, I'm telling y'all, y'all want so much of us. We want y'all want us to understand y'all. We want y'all to accept everything from y'all. And this is who I am. Take it or leave it. You can find nothing better. You want all of that from us, right? Yeah. But y'all don't know yourselves enough to even know what you want. So what?
It's like that commercial you keep asking. What do you want?
What do you want? What do you want?
And I just want something to eat.
Exactly.
Y'all sound like Mike Tyson now. So your children. Praise Allah.
So here goes a good question.
I want everything.
Is it safe
Come on now.
to enter a relationship with someone who doesn't know who they are?
No,
I don't know.
It is not
So
safe.
why are y'all dating on these dating sites?
It is not
being
safe.
in a relationship are different though.
No, I will give.
Let her explain.
Yeah, talk about it.
Because when people say dating, it's like you getting to know this person and you weighing your options. Like you could be dating multiple people, but it's different when you're in a relationship.
But
So
dating
if you
nowadays,
just
I don't mean to cut you off, but dating nowadays is including sex.
Yeah.
So that's where the misconception comes in. It is not dating. It is not dating once you cross that sexual line.
Exactly.
Interesting. That's okay.
That's today. That's unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's a reality.
That's a good question because back in the day when we didn't understand dating. Dating for us back in the 80s and 90s, we connected ourselves with one person and we didn't allow ourselves to explore. So dating, and then it was like you had sex with that person and then you end up being committed to that person and then you regret because you end up committing yourself to that person, then going to marry, and then you regret it.
But that's an error on your part.
Dating is just going out.
Again, because especially as a woman, if you were to date multiple women, you were considered a whore. So we didn't have that balance.
The double standard.
It was double standard. So that's why you saw men was like, it was okay. Y'all were glorified for dating. For women, it was like, because I remember my aunt was single, right? And she dated men, but it was also, your aunt got a different man, but she was dating. When you get older, it was like she was dating. She didn't want to be married. She was dating. I don't know if she had sex with these men or not, but she was going, and this was like the 70s and 80s where she was traveling.
That's
right. It was right.
If y'all can get y'all rocked up,
right.
Exactly. But
and you don't have to say it's a relationship.
Right.
But that is true
for
though.
us back then,
wait a minute
it
now.
could just be
but
casual.
so now,
this is my problem. It's always casual with me. It's never like.
So you feel, men and women today, and we spoke about this the other morning, and I feel that's an issue, that men and women feel that they can rock whoever, however many people they want without any psychological, nothing to come with that.
No, if they choose that life, then it's going to come with some consequences. Right. And that's why you have to understand.
But Prince, hold on. Even with that, Prince, again, this is the thing. There's nothing wrong, and this goes both ways. There's no double standard. It is okay for a man to sit and say, okay, hey, I'm finna take Brenda out to Chipotle and and have that date with her, figure out who, just talk to her for a little bit, and then maybe next week take Kelly out and talk to her. What the problem and the psychological issue comes in at, again, once we cross that sexual energy line, then that's where the mental comes in.
That's what I'm saying.
I can sit and I can take anybody, I can take 50 women out on a date, because that is still considered like friends or whatnot. As long as I'm not taking her back home, or she's not taking him home from the club after dancing and whatnot, being drunk, it's nothing wrong with that. That's what we are supposed to do, because also even in the marriage, we are still supposed to continue to date our spouses.
Right.
It's
never. Hold on. You want the mic?
So I think, what a lot of times people associate sex with emotion. If you only really break down just the definition of sex, if somebody's just doing it just to have sex and without emotion, I think that's where a lot of people can,
correct,
who don't who can just sleep with multiple people
Yeah.
because they're not putting feelings into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It can be casual.
But some people, you know what I'm saying, one person might feel that way, the other person might get some type of attachment to that person. And that's where
don't attach yourself to me unless I tell you.
And that's why that communication in the beginning.
That whole thing, and then you know,
me right there, class.
But the communication in the very beginning,
you know what,
has to be set. So if you said that I'm just dating, that means multiple people. I don't want to have sex with you. I'm not, or you don't, it's like you have to make that very clear. Or you can say, you know what, I'm looking for a cut buddy. Are you up for that role?
So let me ask you this question with that.
Because that's what happens. Yeah, it's a role.
Yeah, but if you baby, don't call me. Don't call me.
Fine.
We're not
friends.
friends.
You got
We're
50
not
cut buddies.
dating.
That's the issue.
No.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
The issue.
If once you get to the
That ain't a cut, that's a wound.
50 cut buddies.
And that's why, again, you have those soul ties when you decide. And I tell people, when you decide that you want a healthy and a real relationship, you're going to have to go through a detox period.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you are soul tied with all of these people.
Yes.
And that's something I had to do. And I speak transparent about it because, again, in my book, I talk about I had to get rid of all of those soul ties from college.
That's right.
People don't understand. Even in college days, the men that I had relationships with, you cannot bring that because you're going to still have that lingering spirit on you. I don't care how many years later.
That's right.
Anytime you can start comparing your ex to your new, you still have that spirit on you.
Exactly.
And a lot of people don't understand that. You got to cut those soul ties.
That's right.
That's what it means by making myself new for my new husband or my new wife. We know you're not going to be re-virginized, technically, physically, but you can clean your spirit out. And that is a problem with a lot of people. People are just having sex with people.
Yeah.
And then they want a real relationship afterwards.
That's my point.
Yeah.
But this is my thing with the sex. When folks say that they can have sex without any form of emotional connection, for me, that's a lie.
That is a lie.
Because what that tells me about that person.
Hold on.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you had no emotions though.
Then yes, it does.
I've done it before.
Exactly. Yeah.
No. Right. But my thing is, still, even if you have done it or you feel like you have done it, you still have to look at yourself and see the disrespect that you've had for yourself that you've going and
girl, close that. Thank you.
I guess I disrespected myself a big time in college because I
disagree with that.
I was the opposite. I was the one that's like, oh no, you my cut buddy. We do.
So hold on.
Exactly.
So it don't take a level of emotion to get erect or aroused?
No, I guess the emotion.
No. That's different.
That's what I'm saying.
Sexually, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like emotion as far as, okay, I'm loving this person.
Oh no.
It's still emotion regardless.
There has to be a level of an emotion for you to
you still have to. It's still emotion. No. Even
that's an emotion.
Or like people who have one night stands, you meet somebody in the club and then
that's an emotion.
It's an emotion. Even rape.
It's lust. I wouldn't say it's
emotion. Even rape is an emotion. It's an angry emotion.
Exactly.
And it's something that's attached. It's an energy. And again, that's what's so sacred about sex. And that's what I guess that's what kills me about how we just throw sex out there and don't understand. How
sex is an act.
It's an act, and it can be sacred if it's done with you and your partner.
With
the right partner.
Correct.
Sex is if you believe in church or any form of God, if you believe in God in any form of fashion, sex is a sacred act. If you want to continue with that, it's a sacred act that connects the two, that make that puzzle that one.
Oh, you got 4 minutes.
Okay, so look, we gotta wrap this up. And I'm writing this question out. So the next question is sex an act?
You want to send it? You want to send it?
It's a sacred act.
Or is it sacred?
It's both.
It's both because it's how you put it.
Can we? Okay, we got 30 more minutes. Yeah, he's gonna let us see in 30 more minutes.
Is, though, it's the generation. Number one, it's the hypocriticalness that our people have had with it, because they'll sit there and say, well, this, that, and the other, but then you come to find out, well, Mr. Johnny Lincoln on the corner, because him and Miss Mary have been messing around for 20, 30 years. Mm-hmm. They disguised it as other things.
Yeah. And then you have to have that understand. Evelyn says the sacred act has been regulated down to an act.
Yes. Right.
Yes. So we watered it down.
Yeah. So that's why people feel like it's not sacred.
I mean, I can see where it's sacred and where, like, I do believe in soul ties and stuff like that. But I also believe that people can just have sex and that just
so you got to understand. You got to ask yourself, why am I having sex with this person?
Why are you connecting? Okay, so why are we randomly having sex? That's like you said, Son. This is
from personal experience. When I was just randomly having sex, it was because I wanted to, and at that time, I'm just like, okay,
I'm stressed. For real,
right?
I think so. Like, it's just that. Well, I ain't gonna say just. But like,
so you feel a person can have sex with 100 people and it has no effect on them whatsoever?
Some people are, what do they call it?
Detached.
Yeah. They
guess what though? That's a problem with that person. That's why they're detached.
Or we've had guests on the show before, like they've commented that I think in the book that she had, that basically that this is no one man's.
Yeah, it's
some women feel
like
that.
Again,
they feel like that.
That's your but again,
over this.
However, go ahead.
Just the definition of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Some people feel that that's all it is.
Right.
So y'all first guess.
Yeah. And then too, you got to see where you are, because if you've been sexually traumatized, so you're gonna develop that cold heart, that you're like, okay, it's just sex. I don't have no connections because of what I went through.
Right.
Or the opposite, if you're looking for something, then you're gonna be like, okay, it's just sex to me. But once you have an understanding of, going back to what we said, who you know you are, who you are as a person,
have a better respect for yourself.
You're gonna have you really do, because now looking back at the beginning, it's like, no, I didn't have respect for myself because I let everybody into my space. First of all. And you do have that you have those consequences afterwards, because you are giving yourself. But when we know the depth of what sex means and with that connection, because it is a connection.
It's a connection. It's supposed to be.
So sex is just an act for you. That's it. That's all it is. It's
I'm just saying, like, it don't have to be deep. Like,
but my thing is, it is though.
All right, so if that's the case, if that's the case, why are we asking people why are they cheating then? If it's not deep, why are we worried about somebody's cheating?
Right.
Yeah, the trauma is a different conversation.
You made a commitment. Right. If you just
But it's just sex, so it ain't nothing.
Now y'all speaking from a single perspective. I'm not in a relationship. I'm not speaking for people.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
I'm speaking from a single perspective.
Right.
Get somebody else who's single.
No, I have to agree.
Okay,
if you're a single person, if you are truly single and really living that single life, and you
may have sex
to have sex with somebody, and y'all both are consenting adults, and I just think that there's some other stuff that goes along with that, because you will carry some people. One of y'all may carry something over from the experience, and that's a fact. That's not even that. Like one thing, and this part of the experience, you can have sex with somebody up to a certain point. At some point, somebody's going to develop feelings, especially if it's constant, ongoing.
And that's why that communication in the very beginning.
Tell me nothing.
It depends.
It don't, man, this is what it is, boy. But I'm telling you, if it's the best you've ever gotten,
that's true.
It's going to be hard.
That's true.
To detach from that.
That is true.
What you doing, man?
Right, because I had one like that. Right, because I had one like that, and I explained to him in the very beginning, no, dude, we not in a relationship. I'm living my best at that time. We didn't live our best life. I'm living
your best life.
He wanted it at that time. Yeah, in my college, it's like And he wanted a relationship, and he could not fathom. He was like, he tried to change me, and I was like, no, I'm not into a relationship. Matter of fact, you need to go because I got somebody that's coming over. So
okay.
I'm not proud of that, but that's the truth. That a lot of, and I tell my niece, like, you're gonna experience life, and you're gonna experience sexual, your partners. But understand it's gonna come with a consequence because you're gonna connect. If you don't put it out there what you're expecting, you're gonna come across that man who is going to feel like he is ready for a relationship with you, and if you give up the goodies to him, he may not understand.
That's right.
Then he may develop into a stalker or something negative.
Correct. That's right.
And you know what I'm saying? So you have to be careful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even though y'all out here living your best life, I don't care what social media says, there's going to be a consequence. So you have to have that talk you have to be honest about the whole sexual experience because it is a lot. And that's what we don't. We do like to just sleep around and live our best life or whatever. But the truth of the matter, you're going to connect with somebody who is going to, you then put it on them,
no doubt,
and they like, oh,
yeah,
we going out.
Right.
You mind.
Let me, you know what? Let me add to that, TaShon, and actually it goes into what Whitney was saying with that flavor. So, and I'm gonna use a woman for an example. Both woman and man, and that's something I had to explain to my son. If you sit up here, because my son was doing the same thing. And I'm like, if you call yourself just randomly having sex, okay, that's you. I don't believe in that. But if you're going to do that. But don't go in 100% because then you're going to sit up oh, yeah, this mine and all this tight 100% tight stuff and that extra giving it just the best of you. That woman is going to sit up here and possibly, regardless of her saying that, we just doing it just to be doing it. If she called back the next day, wanting some more, there's an attachment. There was something good about it. It was something good about it. And that goes both ways, even with him.
That's right.
It goes both ways.
And no we end up answering the phone.
So when you sit up here and say random sex, bad random sex with no emotion is just you, a woman just sitting there not moving and a man doing jackrabbit. He get his feel off, and y'all going on y'all emotional way. But if y'all sitting up here all passionate, grabbing backs and holding and kissing and deep emotional necks, that's emotion.
That's right.
That's emotion.
It all depends on like they say the power of the tongue. So somebody saying like you know what I'm saying, while you having sex and you saying certain things, the other person, even though right now they just how they might feel, the other person might take that and
correct. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh. Especially if they're in a vulnerable state or whatnot.
Yeah.
So,
and that is important because you'll have how you do it.
Yeah.
It is important.
So
there's certain things that you can put into that and little extras like, whoa, he did that.
Yeah.
Right. Really like
and then you giving yourself, and that's why you should not be giving yourself to just random people because again. You're going to perform.
Let me say something, Whitney. Let me say something.
But look, Evelyn says, take food. There is an act in chewing and swallowing, but flavor makes it an experience.
Yes.
Sex is a physical act, but emotions flavor the experience. Some people can eat food just to not be hungry, but some others want a savoring. What's true for one may not be true for another.
Correct.
That's true. Yeah. So I mean, like I tell people again.
Let me tell you something. I'm sorry to cut you off. This is what I'm dealing with in the dating world right now. Okay.
Okay.
So now, this is what I'm dealing with.
I'm just listening.
Huh?
Okay. So listen, when we come back, stay connected to 101 TKO Radio, and of course, it's muted on Facebook. So tune in to 101 TKO Radio. When we come back. We want to hear what DJ Johnny Prince is dealing with in the dating world because he look y'all. Stay connected to 101 TKO Radio. We be right back.
What he did.
Makes me love it.
Listen, we are back live in the studio, 101 TKO Radio and the mail room. Listen, we this topic is hot. Chef talking about talking about P ain't worth the headache. You right, and so is the D ain't worth the headache either. So hey,
y'all windows out here though.
But listen, we are talking about what women want, and now what men want, and then we're talking about. So look, DJ Johnny Prince, he got something to share with us about this whole dating thing. It is a single man out here now in a 2-2.
It's real bad.
It's real bad.
I'm talking about like 40s women in their 40s who really don't know who they are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because of their past. They had a certain mindset. So now they think that, they tell themselves, you know what, I want to move on. I want to have a successful relationship. I want to get married.
Yeah.
I want to have a family. You know what I mean? But, when I ask them, well, who are you? And they can't tell me. Well, I'm trying to search myself. I'm trying to find myself now. And I'm like, I mean, I don't know. That's for me to try to enter a relationship with you at this stage without you not knowing who you are is going to be too much of a headache for me.
So you're not ready to take on that responsibility.
No, I can't.
Right.
No, your therapist is.
But I don't think the men know who they are either.
You're right. No,
you're right. You're right. You are right.
You are right.
Plus, still out here playing.
I'm not talking about just women. There are men, the same thing.
Exactly.
That they don't know who they are.
Yeah.
And this is what's going on dating. So now everybody don't know who they are, but they think that, okay, so it's 2-3 weeks of talking, or even 2-3 days.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's okay to have sex, and now we go together, and they're trying to figure life out together when they're not even compatible. They're not even compatible. They're not even. They fighting. They can't stand each other.
So that's your experience now.
Yes.
Really.
Yes.
With the older women.
With the older women.
So that means the women of our generation,
45,
like we were just talking about with that 90s, we haven't gone to therapy.
No.
We have not relieved.
Men neither.
I know. I dated a woman
still holding on to the principles from
men neither.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like I had an ex, right, who drank every day. Now I didn't know. I didn't find out.
Yeah.
Until later on, like months into the relationship. Yeah. She said she drank occasionally, but I learned that she takes shots every day. So she's drunk every day, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, you still dealing with some things from the past, you got in therapy. I don't go right. I get that. I don't go therapy. That's for crazy people. So now this stigmatism, that idea from the 90s, from the 80s, therapy is what is the thing now. Like it's you need that. It's a great thing. But for you, 46, 47 years old, still thinking that therapy is only for crazy people. Right. That's crazy in itself.
Yep.
So you're dating older women. You're dating men your age. Yeah. So what's the
19,
issue? So that's nice. I mean, like they play games.
Right.
So these are the kids. These are the young men of the 2000s.
What is a game to your generation?
Yeah. What's the game? Break it down.
Oh God, maybe I play games too.
Well, are you dating to just have fun, or are you dating for something serious?
It's more fun.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
And you should have fun. You're right. But you should have fun while dating, right?
I mean, it depends on the fun.
There's nothing
wrong
with
I'm trying to tell one of my friends because she dates for like a purpose for marriage and whatever.
Okay.
That's her thing.
Yeah,
right.
She want to get married. Me personally,
you're not ready.
I don't care about marriage.
Right.
Me personally.
No, that's a good thing.
Right, because everybody is not, and that's why I tell people, marriage is not for everybody. That is not the end goal.
Not just that. Relationships, because like in the younger generation, they'll holler they love you in 3 weeks.
Yeah, they do.
That's not healthy.
Because the love is not, they don't have the understanding of, well, most of us don't have the understanding of love.
Right. And
we don't,
to me, it's something that has to develop and form. And it takes more than 30 days. Like, I need to, get in some habits and routines with you to see how.
Well, again, we have to understand there is the levels of love.
But just think about this younger generation. Yeah. They will start to say, "I love you." For real.
After having sex, they will. That's love.
No. Yeah. Before, not even before having sex too. It's before having sex.
Yeah, before they have sex.
Yeah.
Like they tell themselves to each other in high school.
They do.
I can tell you I love you before sex.
Well, yeah, and that's what I said. I could too. I learned this time to say I love you and not be afraid of it. Before had to put that timeline because everybody's like, no, you don't tell people you love them, but that's not true because you develop a different love for a person. Like I'm gonna love you genuinely because that's who I am, and that's agape love, right?
Yeah.
But then you also you were taught as a woman, you better not tell a man you love him first. You know, that type of deal. And a lot of the 40 and 50-year-old women are still hanging on to that.
Yes.
So we don't know how.
The other way around, because some men don't tell a woman.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Wait. So if both of them hold it back, right? Then what? Yeah, it's gonna be.
And that's what's going on today. Like this is what's going on today.
You want to know what's the worst? The worst thing that our parents and our parents did for us was threaten us with you're going to hell when if you have sex before marriage. And I'm gonna say this.
High five with the devil.
The reason, but there's a thing, but it's a thing about this though. It wasn't that they should have taught us that or told us that we're going to hell if we have sex before marriage. It should have been more explained. Whereas in, okay, let's say sex, that act, right? Sex is still that marital act, that committed act. Is a part of a committed covenant with a person. So I guess that's my thing about if you are being single and you're just dating and you take sex out of the quote unquote enjoyment, because that's what we do with sex now. Sex is an enjoyment, fun having. I'm finna go have fun with this person. We're gonna have sex and we're going on about our business. So let's take sex off the plate completely. Can we have fun with the opposite person that we're dating? And I don't think a lot of people cannot, because again, we don't know ourselves. And in order for us to know ourselves, we have to go and experience things. That experience of sex is so overpowering. Regardless, if you don't have any feelings in it, it becomes an addiction. It becomes a drug. And that's what it is now. We're not really sitting down and explaining to our kids, hey, it's not that I don't want you to have sex before you tell somebody I do. I need to explain to you what this does to you, how it makes you feel, regardless if you're going to do it with 50 people or just one for 500 years. Regardless, something comes with it, and it's a covenant with that. That's part of the covenant act. When you cross that line with yourself, you're telling yourself that you're connected with this individual, regardless if you don't have emotions in it or not. The thing is, babies come out of it. And the only reason why we're so ruthless and careless about it, because we have pills, we have condoms. We have all of these little things that we can sit up here and say, I'm finna just go recklessly have sex. And if I get pregnant, I can go and do a plan B. I can go have an abortion. I'm good.
I don't think nobody's scared of that stuff. They ain't even scared of the monkeypox stuff.
No,
they're not scared of that stuff.
They're not scared of that no more.
You used to be, AIDS was our thing. That was our
No, but I'm just saying, kids. Just ain't nobody worried about it. I'm gonna go do it.
Well, you can get
we can go get a shot now. So we've given people ways out to just keep it. I don't know. Again, it's just my opinion, and it's not knocking anybody else that does that. I just really feel if we have been brainwashed by Europeans to believe their unorthodox ways of living, and if you go back to the Roman days, folks were nasty.
Oh yeah, they were nasty. The men were nasty.
They were nasty, and we picked up the stuff that we doing right now. We doing some Roman type sexual acts these times.
That's right.
And again, that you got to understand, our generation of parents. Our parents didn't. They were doing what they were taught to do, right?
Yes.
So it's up to each generation to educate. You know what I'm saying? That's what you learn, because our parents didn't know. They were taught. I remember my mom. She taught us about sex how her mom taught us. If you have sex, you're going to hell. And for a long time, that messed with me, because I was like, I'm going to hell. Jesus, like, I'm sorry, so let me just keep on doing it since I'm going on to hell, right?
When folks
But I
realize
remember
they weren't going.
my grandmother used to say, the first time I lost my virginity at 21, I was grown compared to, like, my sister lost hers, or, like, all my friends lost theirs in teens, right? I'm trying to be the nice one. I'm holding out. I'm waiting till I'm grown. And my grandmother found out in Memphis, Tennessee, rest her soul. I can talk about you now, mother. And my mom now, it was like the world blew up because Sean had sex. Yeah. And you know, and it was like, I got everybody in the family called me.
No, they ain't put on the family three-way call.
I was hit with the, you know, you my grandma.
Not
now you are tainted. Right. You tainted, you know, this, that. And I was made to feel guilty because, again, that's what they were taught as women. They were shamed as women.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
You know what I'm saying? But when you look at the men of the family, they had outside children they were doing, but the women were made to feel guilty about sex. So now you have this evolution, this revolution of women who are sexually free now and say, you know what, the same needs that men have, we have them too, and we want to express ourselves without being named a slut, without being a whore, without being how many bodies you got, without being the shame of it. And I think that's where the most of the women, when we're having sex, it comes from, because again, for a long time, we were shamed. Like, we were shamed for having one or two partners. If we did not marry them, because my mom was shamed. Think about it. When she had me early, she was shamed. And so her and my dad had to get married. Not saying they were not supposed to, but I can honestly think they got married because it's like, now y'all done brought a baby into the world. You done had sex. You done spoil the name. People are going to look at you different. And this is what happened to now these 40 and 50-year-old women that you're dating. They're still carrying the shame. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know how to go to therapy. When I started going to therapy, when my mom died, like, I was going before, but when I literally got to therapy after my mom died, the first thing my therapist, she already saw in me, she was like, you've been sexually traumatized. And I'm like, no, I haven't. And she said, yes, you haven't. You haven't been able to release that.
That's right.
And that's what a lot of the women that you're dating, they've been through all of that. So they come with that baggage. And they don't know how to, and that's why we have to make it safe space for each other to say, no, go to therapy.
Well, let me ask the ladies something. Let me ask y'all something, ladies. So TaShon just made a point about, you know, men going out and being wild and sowing their oats, and then women realizing that, hey, we got needs too. What is sex to you guys?
I already told you I don't think it's that deep.
I already told you I ain't going back over there.
What is sex to you?
I mean, it can be, it can be spiritual when you like connected to somebody.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, don't ask him. What? Yeah, but
it ain't nothing but a nut. That's it.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
I wasn't trying to come off.
No, you good.
Yeah.
But to you, it's like, okay, it's not that deep, but it's okay, though.
It can be that deep, like I said.
No, but what do you feel?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Okay, so and it's okay. That's cool. That's that honesty.
I mean, I've had like connections, attachments, whatever it is, but I also haven't. Like, you know?
So when you don't have that connection, what is it for you?
It's just an act.
It's just an act.
So are you just basically trying to get an orgasm, basically?
Yeah.
Which, to be honest, is medically considered to be extremely healthy.
Okay.
So
is it best?
It's extremely healthy.
It can release a lot of stress.
So is it best to have the orgasm with somebody, or
all your edges laid out?
All your edges.
You got questions?
And men need it so they won't get prostate cancer.
Well, that was my thing. So that was my next question, and I was glad that she said that.
25 per month.
A man needs at least 21 to 25 ejaculations to clean out their prostate.
My mouth is open, ladies.
How many I need?
I know, right?
I think for women, they feel it's like more.
Yeah.
You need more
But
than
do
that?
we?
Yeah, we need to go and make your appointment.
Because y'all sexually get older later.
So
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
I'm telling all the older women now, when you get 50, you get ready.
Ron got a question.
Get
Ron, what you say,
ready.
Ron?
Get ready. Because when I say you increase, man, it's like
the 40s you want to all the time.
Yeah, 40s and on your 30s, you kind of cool. Your 30s, you kind of cool, you kind of settle. Like, it's like, okay, but when I hit the 40s, and now I'm like, good Lord.
She's included.
Yes.
They are always
And you know what's crazy? Whitney, she got a class, she got an old school name, like a Aunt Whitney. That's Aunt Whitney there, Whitney. It's an older name.
Yeah.
You know, well,
why Jimmy over at Whitney House?
Because Whitney got that way.
Listen, y'all, we are wrapping up. I appreciate Nelson extending our show because this is a good conversation.
Thanks so much, brother.
We got to finish this. We got to have a round table. This is an after dark conversation.
Yeah.
After dark, the TMR after dark conversation. Listen, before we wrap up, Whitney and Caprice, tell us how we can connect with you, where we can find you. All of the tea. What do we need to do to support you and all of that?
Hey y'all, Whitney here. So y'all can find me on Instagram, see what I look like, what I do, what I talk about. You know, 2_ chat with me. That's 2_ CHATWHITME.
And all right, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and the YouTube. I am Classically Caprice.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And tomorrow we'll be we also have a show, you guys.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you can also listen to us live every Sunday from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. on 101 TKO Radio, and every Tuesday and Thursday from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. on 101 TKO Radio. We'll be in the building tomorrow. DJ Johnny Prince said he might stop through.
Oh,
we're talking all things porn tomorrow. We're talking porn tomorrow. We're pushing the envelope. We're talking porn tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
This could be like a continuation.
What about it?
Y'all go ahead and load up all your Pornhub videos and get your life together so y'all
Look at Johnny. Johnny, where can we find you? Where can we find you? Because y'all gonna have this conversation tomorrow. We will be tuned in.
Find me and your auntie's inbox. That's what you can find me, baby. Okay, let me know that from jump, all right? I am the catch, baby. I'm not only the prize, I'm the competition. I'm the award show. You know what I'm saying? You can follow me at DJ Prince, Throwback God, right now. It'd be in your best interest to do that, baby.
Not the best interest.
In your best interest.
You know what?
Right,
Hate the sports guy. Where can we find you?
Well, I will definitely be in this conversation.
Right. We tuned in.
Because some of y'all need to watch some. Some of y'all need to get back. Some of y'all need to watch some and get some new ideas and get back in there and start swinging. Get back in the ring.
LaRon, where can we find you?
You can find me on the So For Real Talk on Facebook and Instagram.
All right. And
Got some
DJ
great
and
stuff coming
Nelson.
up.
No doubt.
Nelson, where can we find you?
101 TKO Radio.
There you go. There you go. And listen, I need y'all to stay connected to all TaShon Friends, the Mailroom 7671. I am Trinette L. Collier. Even though we done wrapped up the listening party, y'all, we got some more things coming down the pipe soon. The After Dark will be showcasing soon too. Because we gotta finish this conversation. Caprice, I'm gonna finish it tomorrow, so we'll be tuned. What time tomorrow?
9 p.m.
9 p.m. I want to hear this conversation, and I am gonna go. So my first assignment is to go to where with Chef. No, I'm
Oh my God!
Well, I don't know, Chef. That could be. I'm not gonna be bougie. What's my first assignment? Where I'm going? J.R. Cricket's on
whatever he choose.
Wherever he choose, no, Johnny.
Yes, wherever he choose.
It's about you saying, okay, baby.
Cut off the mic. Cut off the mic.
Where he choose.
Where he chooses.
That's a step.
All right, y'all.
All right, y'all. We're out. 101 TKO Radio. Bye, y'all.
That was dope. She got it.